Well, it happened again. I had the whole day planned out, had the guys on the road. You know, we always talk about managing chaos. That's what we do every day. Well, it happened again this morning. We had that little bit of that hurricane came through and lots of rain, and we have a boat that's up the Keys in Big Pine, and I get this picture from the owner this morning. Hopefully you can see that. The boat is taking on water, and I suspect the boat was hooked up to power to run the battery charger to keep the batteries charged up, but I'm suspecting from the rain that power tripped off, GFI or whatever, and then the batteries died because the bilge pump was running so much. Had to pull a guy back, reload, get restarted, and send him 45 minutes up the road, which is not ideal for the plan for today. But like I said, I plan every day, usually the night before in my head, and then I execute it in the morning, and it never makes it through the whole day intact. Just like you guys say, managing chaos. I'm gonna call the owner, so send me some pictures real quick, and I'll call the owner and see how we wanna handle this. Because it sounds like if the tide is what, going out right now? Okay, because we'll have to see when, if it's stuck, we're gonna have to see when we can get you back there when it's high tide to get it unstuck, you know what I mean? The boat is not taking on water. Due to our king tides, which is really high tides, it got stuck on the dock. We're gonna have some video for you guys so you can see it, and we'll have to figure out how we're gonna get it off the dock. We're probably gonna have to wait till next high tide and then have somebody go there and push it off. And then we'll have to rig up some fenders or something to keep it off the dock.
All right, so we were able to free the boat off of here with very minimum damage. It was stuck up on there pretty good. It was stuck up on the lip up here. And so what we ended up doing, locking the lines in the back, kicking that end out, excuse me, the stern end out. This way, none of the additional rub rails were hovering over this, so when it did finally release, it wouldn't have landed on here. So we got the stern out. You can see the fender that's down there now, but originally that was here on the seawall. I was able to wedge that in there just to give it kind of a cushion to help push it out. These little 2x6 kind of wedge it in there, so we had a nice little fulcrum to push it off of the edge, and then slid right off, slid right back into the water, and it's good to go.
All right, let's go back down here and see if we can, this air conditioning to run. I believe the pump trigger is bad. I'll explain more when we're on the boat, but what it does is when the air conditioning turns on, it calls for the pump to turn on to provide cooling water to the air conditioner. So we're gonna head down there and check that pump trigger out, because I believe it's bad. Because when the air conditioner comes on, and the pump's not coming on with the air conditioner, so then it's going off on high pressure. So I don't know if you can see that, but that is a barge with a helicopter on it. I'm guessing it's here for the boat races. Boy, taking care of that helicopter and that salt air is going to be a chore. This new door handle right here, we just installed this. That door handle came from Europe, UK, and was $699. Crazy. So the air conditioning units, it's not the pump trigger is suspected, so I don't know what's going on. We'll just have to let it ride, and I can't fix it if it's not broken, and it seems to be working right now. Let me turn these other units back on. Turn this one back on. All right. Close her back up. So I've got a bunch of leaks on this thing I need to take care of. Luckily, they're all on the low pressure side. There's a leak back here by one of the brine flow indicators. And then pre-filter back there is leaking also. So I'll get a new pre-filter, new O-rings for the brine filter thing. And then what we're gonna do, we're also gonna get a pickling kit, and we're going to pickle this thing and then shut it down and put it to bed. They never use it, so might as well save the wear and tear, because otherwise this thing stays on all the time and it does what it has to do, which is good for it. But if you're not going to use it, there's no sense in leaving it run. We'll take care of that. Well, it's not the pump trigger. because the unit's still running. Well, yeah, the unit's still running, but the pump's running, so it's not the pump trigger unless it's intermittent. So he put some cleaner in there. I'm just gonna let this run, leave that alone. So all right, let's get out of here.